for the fans of Critical Bench. I am a fitness competitor along with a promoter. I promote a bodybuilding show in Clearwater. I'm just here to talk about the differences of the diet from off-season and on-season. I believe it's different for everybody. Everybody has their, a different way of dieting, and you kind of have to play with it to see what works best for you because everybody's body is different. But for me, my off-season, the difference is, once you start planning for a show, you want to pick a time, like about 3 to 4 months to really, diet and write everything down. I would really recommend writing things down. And then for me, what worked best was counting my carbohydrates and just the carbohydrate intake. And say one day I would pick 300 grams for that day, and then, make sure that you stay within that range. And that worked best for me. But the off season, you want to make sure when you're building your muscle and trying to get the most muscle growth you can before you start leaning yourself down for a show, you just want to actually eat more carbohydrates than restricting yourself. So, because muscle growth comes from carbohydrates and protein and essential fats, but also the carbohydrates should be all like complex, like brown rice, sweet potatoes, baked potatoes. Oatmeal is a great one, and just focusing on the proteins too. Off season, you would want to do more like steaks and chickens and eggs. You can include the yolks off season, but on season, you would do more of the egg whites. You would only do steak maybe once a week, and it would only be like top or bottom round, just like the leanest cuts. And then, just grilled chicken, of course, and then fish like tilapia and the leaner fishes. And off season, you could eat salmon, where on season you would eat more tilapia. And also off season, you don't really watch your sodium as much as on season, because sodium retains water, and it can, do some effects to what you're trying to accomplish to train for a show. So any like seasonings, things like that, you want to cut down on season. And sauces, you want to, lower the intake of sauces. Or also water. Well, that's kind of like the week before, but we'll talk about that later. But I think that's about it. So I hope that helps. And again, my name's Dana, and this is for Critical Bench.